very scared. Very scared.
Oh, what are you scared of?
The people who are in there watching me.
Have you seen that?
I can see that one
Ugh.
picking its nose.
Oh, that's me.
Oh. Okay. I always find it weird if I just say hi because I'm not talking to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel for another video. I apologise already if this goes a bit wrong because I'm running very low on spoons. I have only one spoon remaining. I don't know how I'm still going at the moment. I had a ridiculous morning, but I'll fill you in about that later. And I'm actually going to talk about spoons today. So I want to talk about what the spoon theory is, and why we are called or referred to as spoonies. The spoon theory, as it's known, it's a personal story, and it began with a lady called Christine Miserandino. I don't know if I've pronounced the name right. I apologise if I haven't. And it's popular among people who deal with chronic illnesses, not just fibromyalgia, but people who've got a chronic condition. Christine herself had lupus, and she had an autoimmune disease, and she basically was out with a friend one day, and her friend wanted to kind of understand a bit more and better of what the realities of living with a long-term condition was actually like. And for most of us spoonies, it's really difficult to try and explain to someone what you mean by the condition you have. So while she was sat in this diner, cafe, some kind of place like that, with a friend, she actually decided to gather up some spoons, and she handed them to a friend and explained that each one of these spoons represented a unit of energy. And I'm assuming her friend was looking quite confused and thinking maybe you're a little bit mental, you've handed me a load of spoons. But they went through this process, and Christine asked her friend to describe her normal day. And as she started to describe her normal day, she would take away different spoons. Maybe it was 1, 2, 3, all at different times. Until her friend realised that actually she couldn't do anything else that day. You know, by the end of the normal, say, working day, she's left with nothing, and what is she going to do? So it was a way to try and show that we have a limited amount of energy, a limited amount of resource, and how things are quite difficult to cope with. So people who suffer with fibromyalgia and other long-term chronic conditions may refer to themselves as spoonies. And I will get Andy to pop up a picture on the video, which should be now. And this will show you a bit of a guide of what we basically start with. So if I start a day with 12 spoons, 12 spoons being the most you can start any day with, whether you're a healthy individual or someone with a chronic condition. And then absolutely everything you do will require some sort of energy. So which I know I've mentioned before in a previous video. So today I had the worst morning. So if you start with 12 spoons, but if you've not slept the night before, or you've had very poor sleep, you'd immediately start by taking away a spoon. So I didn't have much sleep last night, I was up quite a bit, so already down to 11. And then as you go through the day, you keep removing those spoons. So I forgot to take my morning medication. Fibro fog struck. I forgot all about a really important appointment with my psychotherapist. And it was only when she rang me, and as soon as I heard her voice on the phone, I was just devastated that I missed that appointment. I do have to write down my appointments in a calendar, or diary, but those meetings with her, virtual at the moment, are really important to me dealing with my mental health and underlying problems to do with fibro. So I forgot my medicine. I have a visitor. It's a cat. Come on, Cassie. You coming up? Just wait, he's a bit lazy.
He's in super playful mode. He's running around.
Say hello, Calcifer. Wow, you could talk. He did talk one day, and it was the coolest thing we ever saw.
This is the one thing in my life I wish I filmed.
If we'd had recorded it, he was getting teased and bullied by another cat, and he was at the awning. Sorry, digress totally. We'll do the little break thing here, so we know. And there was lots of meowing and moaning at the entrance, and we said to him, Calcifer, tell him to go away, and he just went, go away, and it was so clear, it was so freaky, and both of us just wish we had the video camera. Anyway, we didn't, so I digress. So forgotten my medication, forgotten my appointment. She luckily, thankfully, allowed me to get set up and carry on with that appointment, so I didn't miss it. And it is quite a draining thing to go through because I'm doing some EMDR at the moment. And after that, I had also forgot to reorder my pain-killing medication, which normally requires 2 working days, and it's the weekend, so I'm gonna have maybe a bit of a tough weekend without as much. I don't try and rely on them, but I do need them. So yeah, I was a bit upset, and then we popped out, me and Andy, for a little bit this afternoon. By the time I got home, I had 2 spoons left. Then I posted a post on my Instagram at Chronically B. This side of the video, I think. Oh, I also did it on Twitter, actually. And that simple post took me 2.5 hours to do. I just couldn't work out what was going on. I was just all over the place. So that's a spoon theory. So if someone says they're out of spoons, they've not had a good day. Or if, there are times when we can't necessarily say yes to everything. So this might be maybe an invitation to visit friends or family, or it might be, we might plan on going to maybe a National Trust property, but actually maybe on that day I'm not so great. So hopefully it helps to help others understand who don't have these chronic conditions, what it is like. Taking a shower requires you to use the spoons. Doing your hair, getting dressed. Luckily Andy makes my meals, otherwise I'd be losing spoons there too. So yeah, in a nutshell, that is what the spoon theory is. There is you can actually get a copy of Christine's actual story. You could just Google her online, so I'll get Andy to pop her name in the comments as well. Not comments. Okay, 1 minute. It is called the description of the channel. Just pop her name, so and the spoon theory. So if you do want to know a bit more about it, you can Google it, and you'll find it on many places. So I don't really want to pick out one particular site because there's many out there. But it's worth a little read. I certainly found it fascinating, and certainly helped me to explain things. And even now in general conversation, we'll be having, and they might say, oh, you can't really do that because you're going to use up too many spoons, or so on. So yeah, that was that. So basically that's about all I should really say on the spoon theory. I do want to say thank you very, very much to the lovely Fran, who made me this lovely shawl. It's my colours. It keeps me warm. She's my fellow fibro friend, and she just understands. And I got this out of the blue in the post, completely unexpected, with a fibro tote bag type thing as well. And for a split second as I opened it, I thought maybe I'd ordered something and forgotten about it. But yeah, it was a very kind gesture. I absolutely love it. I don't think I've had a day where I've not worn it since I've had it. I use it as a scarf as well when I go out. So yeah, absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Fran. I hope you're doing well and you're recovering okay. Much love to your mum too. And obviously Mr. C. What else? Oh, I also want to show you my walking stick because it is epic. Bear with me 1 minute. So, my walking stick's normally boring and blue. I chose it partly because it looked a bit like the colour of a TARDIS, Doctor Who. But anyway, there was a competition on Instagram to win a specialist type of walking stick from Neo Walk Sticks. I really wanted to win. I didn't, but we had to put the walking stick in like a festive setting, or if you didn't necessarily have a walking stick yet but you were looking for one, you could do some kind of festive entry as well. So I Christmasized my walking stick. I don't know if you can see it all in here, but it has got, I picked all of these pine cones myself and these berries. I didn't. Added the bow. It's got battery pack for my lights because the lights are on. I don't know if you can see that very well on here. And you know, tinsel to go a little bit over the top. So this is my walking stick. I took it out for a test drive today around actual shops, and so many people commented on it. When we first parked up, I have a blue badge, so we parked in the disabled bay, put the badge out, and we went to get the parking. And as I got out, there was a lady, and I'm suspecting her daughter, in the car next to us getting out, and the younger of the two was just like, "Oh, I love your walking stick." So Mum turned around and she was like, oh, she had a little one of those walkers. She was like, "I want to decorate my walker." But quite a few people then commented on it, and you know, it made one woman's day when we went into one particular shop to buy something that I can't say because it's a Christmas present for my mum. And she just loved it. She thought it was great. Her sister uses a walking stick as well, and that she'd actually pimped it out, but not Christmassy. It was more like personalised, I think. And then Andy had walked past a few people, and you know, they were commenting on it as he walked past, because sometimes Andy goes off to do things and I just kind of trudge on. Like if he's dropping something off in the car, you know, I'll just carry on. So that's my cool walking stick.
So switch all the lights off in darkness so we can see if it looks.
Yeah, so we'll turn the lights off so you can see what it's like.
Oh, this is going to be interesting in the video. It's just going to be black.
Yeah, this is going to be
black,
weird.
Apart from that. There's the background.
And this one.
Right. So right now the whole background is going to turn black.
And this is my walking stick. Ooh. Isn't it magical?
Wow. It's just nice.
It's my Christmas stick. So yeah, there you go. So that's it really for today. Just wait while Andy puts the lights back on. I did want to say one thing, but that I've also forgotten. Oh, I said I was going to do a Christmas wrap. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm just nowhere near ready to perform it yet. I'm working on it. So I haven't forgotten. I know I promised it for this video, but fibro fog and just being rubbish at remembering things is delaying that. So if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any others. You can press the little notification bell, and I think that's about it. So gentle hugs, peace out, and I will see you all next week. Thanks. trouble starting.
I don't know. Should I open the clacker?
I need to write on it.
Oh, and it's covered in cobwebs.
Oh, don't. No, I don't want it on. It's filthy. Keep it away from me. You keep your clacker to yourself.